This is Stargrace, and I am broadcasting live from the Festival of Unity here on the EverQuest 2 Antonia Bale server. I don't actually know if the server has, if the event has started or if I'm just watching people randomly jump off of the cliff. I'm not participating myself. I just wanted to watch everybody else dive off the cliff. I think these might be practice runs that are going on right now, but I'm not positive. Basically, what they are supposed to do is jump off that cliff from way up there and land on the target down below without any flight aids and without any mounts or boosts or basically just with the safe fall that a character would have. Now, as I see them jumping, they're not killing themselves, so oh my, I see another one over here. Another target, that is. As I see them falling down, they're not hurting themselves, so that's good. We do have a priest on hand just in case things get a little bit messy. And for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, oh no, we lost someone. Aww, first death. Let's mourn them. Let's give them a moment. Aww, I'm sorry, buddy. Wait, can I res them? Oh, they're getting a res. It's okay. We'll give them their space. I don't want to get in the way here. So let's move out of the way a little bit. Move the camera. Yay, they're back up. Alright, so for anybody who's not familiar with the Festival of Unity, this is the 9th year the festival has been going on, and it's a player-run event organized by multiple guilds and people across the entire server. And like I said, it's been going on for 9 years now. Wow, such a long time. I've been writing about it every time that they've put it together. I've been writing about it on my blog, which is mmoquest.com. You can read all my posts up there. And they have all sorts of events going on. Today it happens to be SPLAT, which is this event that we're looking at right here. Ooh, low health. Low health. Nobody's landing on the circle though. So they have the SPLAT event going on, and then they have Duck Round Up at Windstalker Village. They have a fishing tournament. Oh, they have Fey Iron Chef, which is one of my absolutely favorite events. And they're all taking place throughout the weekend here on the server. I wonder if they're going to be jumping over to that one too eventually, or if this is for a different event. Anyway, so I'm here in Windstalker Village. You can see that it's not just the players who get involved in this, it's also the developers. They've set up some stages for people, along with celebration, decoration, all these tents here. All this is put up by the devs to help us out. So if you've never roleplayed before, or you're just curious about what's going on, you should definitely take a look. It's on Antonia Bale, like I said. And it's taking place all this weekend. Lots of events going on. Alright, let's go back and see if anybody else has killed themselves off the cliff. I don't know if that was an NPC or a player. I think it was an NPC. Yeah, an NPC just said, "We are going to get so many girls, women dig famous heroes." I thought it was a player at first. Slips is the organizer of this event. He is awesome. He's so involved in the community. And if you haven't said hi to him before, you definitely should. Very friendly Ratonga. And if you have any questions at all about the festival, you can ask him, or you can ask me. I'm Stargrace in game right now. Or you can ask me in chat if you're listening. Or you can message me on Twitter. Stargrace there as well. Oh, look, they have another one over here. Oh, this will be interesting. So it looks like right now everybody's taking their practice jumps. When I first logged in, they were waiting for more people to show up. And they wanted to make sure that everybody had the right amount of time to get in, so that they weren't being missed. You can also join the chat channel in-game. It's just /join festival if you want to hear about all of the things that are going on for the weekend. The opening ceremony, I think this is day 3, so it's already been going on for a little while now, and they had the opening ceremony and they had events on Thursday and Friday. It's Saturday, right? Let me just check here. Yeah, okay, it's still Saturday. So they had events on Thursday and Friday, and this is day 3. Normally the opening ceremony is the main event, and then they just have a couple of smaller events after that. And then the rest of the week, the weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, is when the big things happen. There's also prizes for this event. It doesn't say what the prizes are. They have a website up, but it doesn't say what the prizes for the event are if you participate. Let me get the link here. I'm just going to post this into my Twitch chat for people who are curious about the list of events. There we go. Posted it to my Twitch chat for anyone who is curious about the events that are going on. So right now we're just watching people practice. You can see it's the devs who have put this together up here too for people. They have a neat little platform and some tents that they're jumping off of. Whoa, that's a long way down. And so the goal is to land right on the circle disc down below. They're doing pretty good at it. I don't know if I would have that good of aim. Now I see that there's other circular discs further out, and I don't know if they're going to be using those ones or not. I'm not sure. I didn't ask. I didn't actually notice them until I was flying around and looking a little bit more at the details of what's going on. So Slip is the judge down below. I believe this person here is the judge up above, but I'm not 100% positive. I was talking to them earlier. They were trying to get me introduced to everybody. Here, let me hide my UI so it's not in the way of everything. Yes, EQ2 is one of those games where you have like a bajillion buttons. Well, at least I do. You don't have to, but I tend to. I want a button for everything. I use buttons for all my spells and all my skills and every little consumable that I end up using in my mounts and mercenaries and pets and all that stuff. So that's why there's so many buttons on the screen. I haven't seen anybody else die except for the one level 27. I think it's probably a level thing. The person who unfortunately didn't make it to the bottom of the drop. They were level 27. Everybody else here, they're red to me. So I believe they're level 100. And I am only 97. I haven't... Oh, yeah, see? Close. There's that 27 assassin. I think they should all mentor him. They should all lower their level down to his, and then it becomes a much more difficult task to try to stay alive as you fall down the side of the cliff. This is awesome. I could watch these people do this all day. As long as it's not me killing myself or hurting my character. You know, I'm fine with watching everybody else do it. Oh, I was playing in first person. There's in third person. I've got my wings on, floating around so I can watch everything. So we're just going to go around the other side here, try to stay out of everybody's way as they leap off the side of this gigantic cliff here in Windstalker Village on the Antonia Bale server. Don't forget, you definitely can sign up and participate at any point. Don't be shy. If you've never done it before, it's the perfect time. And seriously, role players don't bite. I mean, they're a lot of fun. I mean, they might bite. We might have some vampire role players, but I mean, they're not gonna. They don't typically bite. I find it just amazing that a player-run event has been going on for so long. This one is around the same time of year every year, and it runs for throughout the weekend. They also, besides the besides the Festival of Unity, they also have the Festival of Discord, and that is usually a little bit after Halloween, early November. I guess this festival is a little bit late this year. Well, not late. I mean, it's player organized, so they can hold it whenever they want. But normally, the Festival of Discord matches up around the Halloween time frame. Not all the time. This one is hosted by, we'll just call them the goodies, the good alignment of EQ2, and they try to refrain from having too much drama going on and evil characters trying to dissuade things and make a mess of things. I remember one of my first years, we had the opening ceremonies were at the Claymore here in Antonica. And we had a whole swarm of evil characters who are aggressive to the guards stomp in, and then there was just bloodshed everywhere. And they roleplayed the whole thing out, and they roleplayed kidnapping people and just making a mess of things. And it was awesome. It was something that was really quite an experience for me. It was one of the first times I had ever gone to these player events, and I didn't really know what to expect. I normally melt into the background, and I don't usually say too much. But I had such a fun time there that I've just been going ever since then. So a little bit of history about it. The Festival of Unity was started, let me see here. I think I have his name. Doo-doo-doo. It was started by an ogre. I think his name was Clump, but I'm not sure. I don't have it on hand off the top of my head. I thought I had written it down, and I obviously forgot. So it was started by an ogre way back when, 9 years ago. And he wanted to join the two factions together and have like a time of peace for everybody to get together and to celebrate. So that's what spurred this on. And then they just started adding to it more and more every single year until it just grew. And now they've got so many events. And they've got, I don't know if they have them this year. Last year they had fortune telling, and they had auctions. That was what the tent and the stage over here was for. And they had auctions where you could bid on people and like take them away for a night. And anyway, it was a lot of fun, that stage there. And then they had the fortune telling underneath these tents here. And then they also usually have tents set up around the lighthouse. And the Fey Iron Chef event is usually out that way. So the events take place all over the zone. It's not just one location. Ah, that's awesome. See him fall down. Let's move out of the way again. Oh, he's got aggro. That's awful. Poor guy. He just leapt off of a cliff and now he's being attacked by a highwayman. See, everybody else has it pretty easy because they're all such high level. Oh, he took a little bit of damage. I'm not sure why, but he did. Let's go up here and watch them as they leap off. Get rid of that UI again. There we go. She's holding pillows in her hand. I have no idea why. Maybe she's gonna flap them when she drops down. Oh, maybe they're giving them to people so they don't hurt themselves. That's awesome. Oh, I'm watching. They're role playing as they go on. As they walk over to the edge and drop over. Oh, I turned on my walk key. Let's turn that off for a second. There we go. So if you happen to be in game, don't forget that you can still participate. Just send a tell to Slips, that's with 2 P's, SLIPPS. It's a little Ratonga down here. He's the organizer of this event, and just let him know that you're interested in participating, and he'll get you signed up, and you can head out here, meet up with everybody, and throw yourself off a cliff, because that looks like fun. I mean, I would totally do it, but then who would work the camera? I mean, someone has to work the camera, right? That's my excuse. It's not because if I were to leap off a cliff, I would trip over something and end up killing myself and getting experience dead. No, 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 no. It's only because I don't want to hurt myself. Wait, no. I mean, it's only because I'm working the camera. Whew. Good save. Working the camera. I don't think I recognize any of these players either, except for Slip. Since the game has been free to play, there's always people coming in and out all the time, so it's hard to know who I remember, and I'm just horrible with names. Hey, that person should be jumping. They're just watching. Oh, they jumped down with a pillow. They did. Look at them. That's awesome. I don't think it slowed their fall whatsoever. I don't know if it's cheating that they're flying back up to the top of the cliff. I suppose it's easier than waiting for them to walk around this whole gigantic thing to get back up to the top. Actually, I think you can go around the other way over here. Let's see. Oh, what are you? Oh, bunny rabbit. Aw, you're so cute. Let's see. No, not really. Okay, so that's the quickest way. Never mind, I understand now. I'm gonna have to ask Slips what the prizes is for this. On the event list of events that I posted into chat, they do have a little dollar sign beside a bunch of them because they're worth money. Like Fey Iron Chef, that one's worth some cash, and the fishing tournament and Duck Roundup. Oh, you know what? Duck Roundup? I wonder if that's what all these things are for. Maybe. That's awesome. I didn't even think about that. There's all these ducks running around. I don't remember them from last time I was in the zone. Oh man, there's the corpses of people who have fallen previously. That's horrible. I didn't even notice that little detail. Are there corpses around the main one? Yep. Aww. That's awesome. See, it's the details like that that make the game so much fun. I know EverQuest 2, you know, a little bit of an older game. People might not like the graphics as much, or they might not like the combat. But it's the events like these and the details to everything that really, really stand out. I mean, once you find yourself a guild and start to get to know people, once you start participating with the community and getting to know them better and better, I mean, those are the reasons that I play games. Those are the reasons that I keep playing games. And that's why I keep coming to this event, you know, 9 years in a row, is because of these communities that we form with all these people. It's just awesome. And the devs, you know, giving their time and putting details in a player event, it just shows that they really care. And I love it. I know, I got all gooey there for a second. I'll stop. Oh my goodness, this person is riding a giant duck. That is awesome. I wonder if it has a name. I want to name it. I want to name his duck Quackers or something. Something that somebody would name all their ducks. It's awesome. So we've got a duck, a reindeer, a regular horse, a cloud, and oh, and you're a merchant. You're not a player. Never mind. Oh, they didn't make it. Well, they made it down to the bottom, but they didn't land on the circle. Oh, nope, just close again. Did not make it. I'm guessing the closer you get to the bullseye, the better your score is. I don't know how the score is working. Like I said, I'm just here observing. I don't know all the details about the event. I kind of popped in last minute and said, yeah, I'm going to live stream this. And then they were like, wait, what? You're going to what? Do you want to participate? And I said, no, that's okay. I don't really want to participate. I just want to spy on all you guys who are throwing yourselves off the cliff. And they're like, okay, crazy lady, you go do that. So here I am. I don't know if they're taking a break now or... I think they were practice runs before, but I'm not... two at a time. Oh, hey, they moved afterwards. That's not fair. That's cheating. You can't move into the circle afterwards. No, 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 no. Definitely cheating. I say disqualified. Disqualified. Here, let's move. There we go. UI is in the way again. So for anybody who might be new to joining the stream, this is the Festival of Unity in EverQuest 2, and this is their SPLAT event, where they jump from the top, where this platform is on the top of the cliff, and they attempt to land on the little tiny circular disc down at the bottom. Now there's a couple of discs. There's one down here, and there's some over this way. Ah, someone in my hallway is making a lot of noise. Anyway, one right there too. I am not sure if they're going to be trying to jump to those ones as well, and whoever gets the closest gets the prize. And I'm not even sure if they're practicing or doing the live event right now. But I decided I would come out here and share with all you fine folk. As we see them line up, our contestants. Brave, brave souls that they are, getting ready to dive off the edge of this cliff here in Windstalker Village. I feel like an announcer. Can start talking about the weather, the weather and how it's going to affect their jumps, how long they've been training for this moment, how proud their families are. And that's really what events like this are all about. It's about making it into something, and it doesn't matter what it's made into. Like, you as a role player control that. You get to decide the story of everybody who's participating and what they share with you, of course. Obviously, some of them are avid role players, and they'll have their own backstories and stuff, but your imagination can fill in all the rest. Like, why this poor person is sitting here invisible on the ground. I'm going to say that they were disqualified for drug abuse. They were trying to, they were trying to jump, and they did some testing and found out that not everything was kosher there, so they've been disqualified, and now they have to hang out with slips on the sidelines, and they're a disgrace to their family. You hear that, kids? Don't do drugs. It will ruin your cliff diving experience. I don't know if they're done now, or I think now we're actually lining up to do the official event, and the 15 minutes prior was just them practicing to see if they could get into the center. But again, I'm not positive because I don't see any chat going on. You can /join festival in order to hear about the events, and if those events have a custom-made channel for you to participate in, they normally tell you about it so that you can join it and you can listen in. Since I'm not actually participating in the event and I'm just streaming it, they might just not have told me about the channel. So I have no idea what's going on. I just have to make it up. But that's what's so fun. Let's take a look at our participants a little bit closer here. See what they're up to. Just listening to them here to see what's going on. This little Ratonga guy is talking about getting ready for the next festival, so I don't know if that means that they're done already or they're doing another round. Kind of walked into this halfway. I'm listening to everybody talk to one another in roleplay here. They're saying hi. and eyeing each other. So I said, don't mind me, I'm just a lady with a camera. It's a gnome invention, filming it live on Twitch. Letting them know that I'm streaming the broadcast. And then they all stopped talking. This person, I'm going to pronounce her name incorrectly because I always do. I think her name is River. She's waving her pillows at me. So I told her she had a great tactic. Great tactic. Oh, the highwaymen respawned. Ah, so it hasn't started yet, so they're waiting their turn. River says she fully intends on not breaking her bones as she falls to the bottom of this giant cliff. And she plans on knocking herself out. Wait, no. She says if she plans on knocking herself out, she will do it comfortably. I told her it's brilliant. I believe this is the healer. Or is this the person going next? Oh, there's a little bit of romance going on here. River looks at Chinook dreamily as she fluffs her pillows. Bow, chicka bow. So I guess they're all lining up to take their turns. We're gonna go stay off in a safe distance. See if I can get a spot where I can see both the jumping platform and the bullseye. That should do it, I guess. There we go. And we'll just wait for somebody to take their turn. Twiddle thumb, twiddle thumb, twiddle thumb. I know Slip said earlier that they were waiting... Whoops, wrong button. There we go. Slip said earlier that they were waiting for more people to show up. He didn't want to start the event if somebody was on their way or anything like that. So that's why this is taking a bit of time. Plus, whenever you organize a player-run event like this, it never goes exactly according to your schedule. I mean, there's always going to be some delay or hold up or something happens that you don't have control over. So you have to be able to adjust and moderate yourself with it and just move on from there, you know, just go with the flow. So I'm looking over the rest of the events that they have for this weekend. It's taking a little bit of time for the board to load. There we go. So tomorrow, the event starts at 12 p.m. EST, so that's noon EST, and they have a hammer throw going on at the Claymore area. That's in Antonica. They have a bug munch. I'm not even sure what that is. Bug munch, also at the Claymore area, happening at 1. After that, it is the Clash of Light, which is the Champions Arena setup, and that goes on for 2 hours. It's probably some sort of PvP arena type thing. At 4 p.m. they have the Wayfinders Champion Area Tavern. I am not sure what that is, but it sounds awesome. Oh, and then they have a joust. Ooh, and then they have the Parade of Champions. That's awesome. The Parade of Champions is where people who have won any of the events get to show off and like flex their muscles and be like, yeah, I won that. I won it. Woo! So they have a lot of fun with that. At 8 p.m. is the closing ceremony, so that's tomorrow. Oh, there they go. Oh man, no. They did not even get close. Not even close. And they roleplayed it too. So it says a person's name who I'm going to mispronounce. I think it's Kinara, but I'm not positive. She says, walks to the board and takes a deep breath, jumps high into the air and does a few flips in the air before landing on her feet with grace, but stumbled a bit as she landed. Stumbled a bit. She was like, I don't know, she was like 40 feet away from the dealie, the bullseye. Nice try though, nice try. Let's give her A for effort, A for effort. Someone peered over the edge to see if she was alive. You know, some people have a fear of heights. It's a scary thing to jump off this. Let's back up a little bit there. So I'm going to keep the UI on so that I can read the role play that's going along with this text. That's part of the whole thing, is being able to see the role play that's going on with it. So that was our first jumper. She did not land on the bullseye. She was a few meters. She landed over here where my mouse is. I don't even have my mouse showing on the UI, so never mind. And coming up next is the lady with the pillows. That's River. She's going to be coming up. She's standing up at the platform right here. Everybody else is in a line up behind her. Hopefully she is able to land on that circle. I think they have to take a running start. I'm not sure. It kind of looks like it. We shall see. There's a little Ratonga in behind her. Who will take their turn. So this is River Fondue. I love their last name. Alright, and while we wait for River to take her turn, I'll go on with the rest of the closing ceremonies. That's tomorrow at 8 p.m. EST is the closing ceremony. It will take place at the Windstalker stage, and then they have the Wishing Well afterwards. Wishing Well is like a tavern RP event where everybody just mingles together and talks about the event and things they had participated in. You get to meet some new people who haven't... Oh, that person's not actually jumping, I don't think. No, they're just going to the bottom. I was like, hey, wait a minute, they're cheating. They're on a mount. That doesn't count. I think they're just coming to watch. Anyway, the Wishing Well is a lot of fun as well. Oh, there she goes, there she goes. Oh, no dice. She did not land on the bullseye. Oh, goodness. River shouts, stuffs a pillow in her pants and the other in her shirt just in case. She makes a run for it, then turns, distracted by Cam, and twists her ankle, falling off the side. She lands way off mark on her stomach pillow. So that was River, folks. She has made the jump and survived, but she has not hit the bullseye. And the previous jumper says, River, whatever you do, don't be dead. So far, nobody has died. She is dusting herself off and heading back up the hill. Thankfully, no one has died, although we do have priests on scene just in case. So I am not sure who is next. I believe it might be this Ratonga. Cam is saying if she's dead, it's a bit late to do something else. I believe this Ratonga is coming up next. This is another name I won't be able to pronounce. This is Cirist, taking his Cirist Snowpaws. Taking his leap. Go, little Ratonga, you can do it! Woo! The crowd goes wild. He's taking his time. He'll get there. He's going. Not yet. Soon. Soon. Takes a running start, leaps off the end, and overshoots the target. Oh my goodness, and he totally did overshoot the target. That's awesome. Well, I mean, it's not awesome for him. He lost, but still. I love that they role play it out for people. So it's not just a bunch of people jumping up and walking up to the top of a cliff and jumping off. It's a story behind it. It's characters and their actions. And that's really what I enjoy about it. It says he landed in a relatively good tuck and roll, so he didn't hurt himself. Good. I hate it when Rotongas hurt themselves. That's never fun. Nobody wants to see a little Rotonga hurt themselves. And back up he goes. So I believe next we have Chinook or Cam. I'm not really sure which one of those will be going next. Oh, nope. It looks like Alejandra. Again, my apologies if I have mispronounced your name. I'm not good with names. I would just call them all Bob, and then that takes care of it for me, and I don't have to worry about it. So up next is Bob. Bob is not sporting the pillows that the other contestant has used. We shall see how Bob does, or Alejandra in this case. Let's see, she's lined up, and everybody else is in behind, waiting their turn. Taking her time, much like the other jumpers. So again, if you want to participate in any of these, don't forget to send a tell to Slips, that's S-L-I-P-P-S, on the Antonia Bale server, and he will get you all sorted and answer any questions that you might have. Don't forget you can join Festival in-game, that's /join festival, the channel festival, so that you can be aware of all the upcoming events. Oh, there she goes! Oh, whoa, hey, she moved afterwards. She moved afterwards. That's not fair. That is cheating. It says she starts running to the end of the diving board, but slips at the end, falling off mark into the skeleton pile. So, Alejandra, nice try, but boo. Falling into the skeleton pile. That sounds painful. Nice try. I think we have 2 contestants left. We have Cam and we have Chinook. Chinook is up next. Looks like a very stout person. Hopefully he is able to land on the mark. We shall see. We should have taken bets for this. Could have made a bunch. I would have bet on... Well, I probably wouldn't bet on any of them, because so far none of them have made it. Cam says, don't muck up, Nook. You can see he is from the Wolf Cult Guild. There's some Vagabond Knights, Ungilded, Order of Balance. Come on, Chinook! Go, go, go! We're waiting. Good thing we're not holding our breath. Whew. I think what we're actually waiting for is for them to compose their roleplay message that they send off when they fling themselves over the cliff. What I used to do when I was a guide in EQ2, yes, I was a guide, I would make hotkeys for all my roleplay stuff, and then just be able to hit it when it came time to. Oh, there he goes. Whoa, nope, that was not a good. It says, Chinook takes a running jump, catching his cloak on the end of the board and leaving him hanging for a moment, and then he drops like a stone, kilt flying up. And then Slip says, I saw that. And someone says, he's dead. And someone says, oh no, I'm coming. It looks like we have a crowd joining Chinook now to make sure that he's okay. And everybody's in a little bit of a state here since his kilt has flown up. Chinook says he rolled a 1. And that was why he missed the target. That is awesome. Oh, goodness. River gasps and throws herself on top of Chinook, attempting mouth-to-mouth. We've got medics on scene. I'm not sure if that's appropriate behavior for our medics, but you know, yeah, whatever. It is a festival after all. Slip says, River, mind his bones. I believe coming up next, yep, I think that's Cam. I don't know if he's actually going to be jumping next or if he's just picking on Chinook. Right now he's dropping pebbles from the top of the cliff down below onto Chinook while River is there. Some people are saying out of character that they're laughing too hard at all of this. It's a lot of fun. Even if you're not a role player, it's just neat to see how that's right, I'm good at talking. Even if you're not a role player, it's good to see how people interact with one another as role players, even if it's not something you're experienced in or something you're comfortable doing. Sometimes it's just fun to be, like I am right now, a fly on the wall, watching what they're doing and not participating in it. Although I have participated in a lot of them too. I just figured it would be too hard to stream the event going on while I was trying to roleplay at the same time. And really, if you're going to roleplay, it's best if you can give it to your full attention, because other people are waiting on your actions and responses and stuff like that. So if you're preoccupied, you know, talking on Twitch like I am right now, you're not necessarily going to be able to give them a good RP experience. It's important. You know, you need to be considerate like that. So Chinook has staggered to his feet and he's fleeing the mouth-to-mouth of River, and Slips is asking people to clear the field and to give him any missing body parts back later, and to let the next contestant on SPLAT get ready for their jump. I believe it's Cam up next. We shall see. Well, see, Alejandra already went, so I'm not sure why she's... Well, actually, she's not. Yeah, that's just my field of view. Never mind. Never mind. So, yeah, it should be you. There we go. Cam. Back up a little bit so I can see. River shouted out at Cam to watch out for the ducks. There are a large number of ducks down below. So we're just waiting for Cam to prepare himself, to ready his frame of mind for leaping off of this tall cliff and down into the bullseye below. Unfortunately, nobody has actually landed in the bullseye so far. They have come close to the bullseye. They have used pillows and landed in the bones next to the bullseye. So Cam says, flexes and hops about before running off the board. Looking out for the ducks, he staggers off the edge of the board, missing the target. He barely missed the target though. Look how close he is. He's only like a couple of paces away. Good job. That's pretty close. At least he lived. He didn't take any damage. Nobody will have to go resuscitate him or give any mouth-to-mouth. Everybody lived. Yay! That's a win in my book. He says he just barely lived. But that's good. We want people living. Dead people can't participate. Well, I suppose they could if they had a really talented necromancer to help them out. I'm not sure. Alright, so that is the first round of SPLAT. Now, if you want to check out the rest, or you want to see any of the other events, be sure to head over to Antonia Bale, the Antonica zone, talk to Slips, that's 2 P's and an S, 2 S's actually. Join the festival channel, and you'll be able to participate in all the fun stuff that's going on this weekend. I'm going to leave the Twitch stream here for now, and if you want to see who wins the overall competition, or you want to take part in any of the other competitions, including Iron Chef, well, sorry, not Iron Chef, not Iron Chef. I know. Hold on a sec. Fey Iron Chef. That's better. If you want to take part in Fey Iron Chef or any of the other great events coming up, don't forget to get a hold of somebody in-game. And I'm going to leave it here for now. So thank you so much for watching and participating in the event if you happen to be one of the cliff leapers that are standing in front of me. We applaud you. You're so brave, so brave. Now I am going to go play with them and have a little bit of fun.